We on? Alright. Bring it.
December 19th. Holy shit. How long is this fucking game, bro? I'm gonna look it up really quick, actually, because I am a little curious. How many days are in dialogue? That's not good. Die. It's gonna be like some other completely random game. It doesn't tell you how long it is. All right, probably best I don't know then. Interesting. It says a certain amount of hours, but like I'm probably taking long because I'm reading everything. So, but you know what? Fuck it. I probably shouldn't even know. So, Lou's actually good at a game. I'm proud. It's like watching your kid run for the first time, bro. I'm not bad at games, bro. Are we dead ass? Oh my god. I am not bad at games. Fuck you. Hey, you're bad at games. How about that one, Jack? I'm not bad at games. I'm good at games. I'm good at games. You're bad at games. Yo. That is a cool ass image. It's all love, twin. It's all love, twin. But you're poop fun at games. Sunshine Corp recruits shadow agency actors. Your acting becomes salvation. Sunshine Corp is recruiting new EVE actors on a large scale for its psychological care program, Shadow Agency Service. This noble duty, which comforts the pain of loss by synchronizing the memory archives of the deceased into the neural network, is evaluated as a bridge connecting souls beyond simple acting. Selected actors will be provided with industry's best unconventional performance bonuses, as well as the highest grade neon shine care free of charge to prevent self-data contamination. Under the slogan, become the protagonist of a life with just one synchronization, applicants are expected to flood in from countless EVE streaming of rising in status and escaping the slums. That is such a cool storyline, honestly. That is just so interesting to me. I really dig it. I really dig that a lot. One thing that's kind of interesting to me is like I feel like that might come into play with like some of like our backstory if it keeps going, because like that would be interesting if like let's say like our sister isn't actually like, I don't know, that'd be kind of crazy, but who knows. All right, that's like morbid though. That's like, I don't know, it's just very interesting. Clash and Dark Brown Street, tragedy of 10 years ago reenacted. Reporters at the scene conveyed that the rally on Dark Brown Street turned into an armed clash around 4 p.m. Hold on a second. All right. Around 4 p.m. resulting in uncontrollable bloodshed. The scene has fallen into extreme chaos with protesters and public power intermingled, in particular as an unidentified revolutionary group committed organized sabotage such as destroying communication beacons. Initial entry and situation control by the Urban Stability Agency and Urban Recovery Agency are effectively being blocked. Damn. A wave of citizens died in red. Martyrs' blood becomes spark of revolution. Yesterday afternoon, we witnessed it. The cold barrels of stabilizers who supposedly protect citizens' safety pierced the chests of innocent brothers. The only response to peaceful shouts was brutal, excessive suppression and death. But their tyranny poked at the sleeping line. The moment one citizen fell, Dark Brown Street transformed into a massive sanctuary of liberation. Enraged citizens took up arms themselves and delivered righteous judgment to the rulers of the eternal night. This is not a simple right. It is a holy war against the rotten Sunshine Corp and their puppet government. The will for revolution blooming in the darkness will never be broken. The establishment screams for stability and fear, but a massive wave has already begun. Remember, the blood we shed yesterday is the brilliant prelude that will dye the coming true morning red. Interesting. Okay. I don't know. Again, it's very interesting. I like how, like, again, we're so delved into this fucking world. My body feels lighter than yesterday morning. Obviously, supplements, no memory suppressants. I didn't take them just the same. Just a difference in cognition can change things this much. Anyway, what on earth is this memory I forgot? Michelle and Polar Night Day. What is the connection between the two? Phew. Think about it blankly only give me a headache. What if she died during that day? What if we went and she died and like this is like a fake? Michelle, that'd be insane. Since my body's better, let's start business quickly. That would actually be fucking nuts. Oh, she's not saying anything today. Oh shit, she's not saying anything yet. Oh, there we go. Okay, that's the start of the day. We're good, we're good. Michelle, do you have a moment? What is it all of a sudden? Considering the nature of things you've thrown at me without even asking me until now. I'm scared to think what you're going to talk about. One of my customers told me there might be memory suppressing ingredients in the supplements I was taking. Is that reliable information? Considering what you've said about your customers so far, they're either perverts or skip the interpersonal relationship tutorial. Or both. She's a reliable expert. She works at a pharmaceutical company. She also said there's a possibility that memories about you were suppressed. Me? It certainly looked like that. Well, there was yesterday's incident too. How do you feel? It's hard to explain. I'm all better now, and daily life is quite enjoyable. I feel like regaining suppressed memories and facing the truth is moving in the right direction. But I'm also afraid of losing this daily life. The medicine? I got it back. That's why I feel even more conflicted. The option to take the medicine and live happily is right there within reach. Right. A refuge in my hand. It wasn't always just good, though. It can remove this anxiety anytime, but it wouldn't be a fundamental solution. Like the answer key at the back of a workbook. Exactly. Worrying about whether to open the answer key for a difficult problem. It's close to that. It's just my personal opinion. But if it's a problem you absolutely can't solve, I heard postponing it is also a way. In an era where people suffer because they can't renew their medical subscriptions, if you can be happy with just one pill, it seems like a decent option. It's not a legal drug either. My customers said the same thing. But this medicine has many cases of reported side effects. Above all, I want to show a cool side to my customers. Where did the topic suddenly jump to? I've emphasized this since before. Providing counseling and psychological care to customers is one of Dialogue's core services. A person who relies on medicine because they can't solve their own problems can't give advice on other people's problems. Twisted affection towards Eves seems to have finally spread to the sexual realm. So who is it? The tomboy Eve from the cafe across the street who always visits? Was her name Fly? Prey? Ah, right, Prey. Or the military TNDLS model who visited for a while before. Was it the Eve with rabbit ears? While asserting you couldn't touch military models due to regulations? You secretly repaired her several times behind the scenes. After that Eve stopped coming, the rapid increase in your search frequency for breast-type Eves was comedy. It's not entirely... How does she know about this? It's not entirely wrong, but I don't want to look good just to one customer. Crazy. No, I phrased it weirdly. It's not that there isn't a customer I care about, but I meant that it's not the whole reason. I have no intention of getting involved in your courtship activities, so don't worry. But be careful. The recklessness of beasts in heat doesn't only lead to finding a mate, dying while fighting a competitor, or attracting a predator and getting eaten are common scenes in documentaries. But saying that about me is a very nasty metaphor. Whatever it is, I warned you. It's a medicine recommended by parents who love you so much. Recommending it, even with side effects, might mean it's that serious of a secret. Michelle, do you know something? No. I wish I did. I don't believe her. She fucking knows something. She fucking knows something, and also I think it's sus as fuck that she knows about all this shit that is sus. I don't know. I don't think that your sister should probably know about what you're doing, but I guess I digress, I guess. Thud. Rattle. Rattle, clatter. Rattle. Rattle, rattle, clatter. Welka? Hello, Chris. Orca? I know you're sick, but this is the only place I know. Maintenance, just a bit. Understood. I'll start with the emergency measures. This isn't the time to worry about others, Orca. How many fingers do you see? I can't see anything. Correct. Fortunately, the visual sensors are alive. Since the neural circuits are completely burnt out, I needed to verify. Is this serious? Actually, it's at the level where you need a new body. As the circuit's burnt out, you're just in a state where you can't feel pain. And thanks to that, you were able to come to a repair shop, but how much time has passed since the damage? I'm not sure. I walked from dark brown street, so at least 4 hours must have passed. I'll start maintenance as soon as I'm ready. Can you stay conscious? I'd like to say yes, but honestly, I think it'll be difficult. I'll keep talking to you. Just hang in there a little longer. Emergency body transplant for the half-destroyed Orca. Oh my gosh. Target time? This seems like hell. Okay. We're going in, baby! The damage is too severe. I need to start repairs immediately. Select the damaged part before the operation stops. Oh my gosh. Wait, the damage is bad. It won't move and won't synthesize. Looks like the unit got fused due to the heat. We have no choice but to void that unit for now and proceed with repairs. Okay. So I need to do... Okay. Oh, Chris, I'm scared. Oh my god, that's actually, like, terrifying. Okay, we gotta keep going. Auxiliary power is depleted. Oh god! Auxiliary power is depleted. I must have to put it somewhere here. Last time during maintenance, it was on the left shelf. Right, it's there. Thank you. And I'm sorry. But I'll ask questions to verify for quick repair. Can you explain how you got injured? I was hit by a rocket launcher? You're not joking, right? Warlords coveting Chroma's position and honor seems to be supporting so-called revolutionary groups. The level of violence and armament have risen as if to prove the rumors are true. Warlords, sign of the Middle Ages. Chroma City's strong censorship can exist because there is a clear threat called the outside. Shit, bro, what the fuck? Okay. It's fucking insane. Like, genuinely insane. Beautiful. Okay. Chris, about your health problem last time. Seeing you bring it up first, it seems the repair is going well. That's relief. About my health, it wasn't my body that was sick. When memory suppressants intake had stopped, there are cases where unconsciously heightened stress creates phantom pain. It seems that was the case. Memory suppression? Yes. They say it's suppression that lasted for years. It hasn't really hit me yet. I also feel relief that my body wasn't actually sick. Of course, I don't know if I'll be able to say that once my memory returns. Such a thing. It's a matter I see occasionally in the news. But it felt like a distant story to me. According to the expert, it's one of the best-selling products. Physical wounds are visible, so they're easy to empathize with, but that's not the case for the mind. It might be more common than we think. On the surface, Chris, you seemed reliable and unblemished. Someone I could lean on. I didn't know you were carrying something so painful. You wanted to erase it. I didn't know either. I still don't know. Okay, first off, can we just fix her first in the app? And second, I mean, like, he's kind of right about the customer connection thing. Like, I get that's a game, but also, like, this game is doing such a good job. I'm going to be a little harder on it, so that's why I'm going this way. I probably do want to be careful about what I say, so. Only the fact that there are suppressed memories is clear. I can't recall what memories they are. Like, the ghost stories spread around. Is that amnesia? Because they exploited loopholes in the terms? I hear it's hard to get compensation. I'm not sure. but it's unlikely. I looked it up, and memory recovery takes a minimum of 2 weeks. It can take up to several months. If I want to shorten the period, they recommend repeating actions associated with suppressed memory, like meeting related people, or looking at images and listening to voices. Now let's stop chatting and focus for a moment. We passed a critical point, but there are still a few problems left to solve. Oh god, what the fuck is this? Oh my god. Okay, I'm just going to assume this is a huge fucking unit. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Holy fucking shit. The animations are slow sometimes. That's what's like kind of buying or making me cost time. Fuck, bro. Shit. Not good. Fuck. Okay. I need to fucking hurry. Okay. Shit. Not bad. There we go. Fuck. Okay. Shit. Oh my god. I still have another one to go. Oh my god. I don't know how I'm gonna beat this to, like, the time that I need. Like, genuinely, just, it seems like hell. I just, fuck. Okay. Fuck. This is fucking tricky as hell. Okay, there's something. Fuck, fuck, fuck. Shit, bro. Okay. What? That was long as fuck. I don't know, man, that was hard. Thanks for the quick action, but we put out the immediate fire. For the rest, let's watch the progress and decide. Thank you, Chris. I don't know what procedures are left, but I can already feel my tail becoming lighter. I replaced the auxiliary power and the walking function. Seems stable. I also reset the neural circuits. How is it? I have enough knowledge about Eves, but I don't know how it actually feels. I don't feel anything particularly strange. If you hadn't told me, I wouldn't have known it changed. Currently, you are practically in a state where only your data was transferred to a different body. The appearance is the same, but all detailed parts were replaced or serviced. I thought it might feel weird. Sensation is influenced more by cognition than reality, like feeling pain in a missing arm. There are actually many cases where a discrepancy occurs between reality and cognition. So, as long as Orca perceives Orca as Orca, it means it's hard to feel awkward? Yes. Except for calling my name excessively. That's an accurate explanation. Orca. Yes? Orca. Please stop. Eve, stronger than steel, who survived even a rocket launcher. Orca's intimidated look was an amusing sight. But one must know the limit for irresponsible actions. It would be better to stop the joke here and move on to another topic. I'm joking. By the way, did you have a similar injury before? There were traces of heat deformation deep in the core. If you often suffer from similar injuries, I would seriously recommend looking for another job. It's an old wound. It's a trace that can be removed. But I didn't do it right away because there were many things to handle first. Shall I fix it in the maintenance later? No. I left it on purpose. It's a tribute of remembrance. Remembrance. You've heard the story that Eves, who are nothing but machines, don't have souls, right? That hypothesis has already been disproven. The nonsense that they can only mimic emotions with regulatory factors and electrical signals is the same as saying humans don't have souls either. Many living things that rely on regulatory factors called hormones and electrical signals to move and think. To support the claim that only humanity is dignified, the logic was too flawed. I would like to yap about that, but because of this game, I'm not going to, but I would. Apart from the facts, I wanted to prove that it was wrong. We, who were made rather than born, are thrown into society with granted shelves, but lacking relationships to support them. Consequently, we usually go through a period of thirsting for a strong desire of recognition. For me, that time was exactly such a period. That emotion was more than Orca's personal feeling. It was a common phenomenon among Eves, because they were created without time to reflect on their ego, under the protection of parents and society. Research even shows that Eves were known to obsess over social relationships or status, just like an unloved child. I was tense about everything. I ignored the command's orders and jumped into rescue operations. I often helped the rescue people privately. It must have been tough. I didn't know back then. Rather, I thought it was natural. I was intoxicated with being a righteous rescue worker. You have to climb high. Just look back on the path you've walked, because you went through those times. I think the current Orca exists. That might be true for me, but that couldn't correct the mistakes of the past. It was a few years ago. It was an unexpected terror attack. The fire was so intense that flames and smoke reached the sky. Pessimistic outlooks burst from the start at the scene, and the command had already proposed giving up on that sector. That's when I saw a child, begging the crew to save their family who collapsed during the evacuation. He was pleading with the crew. Since it was impossible, the crew hesitated to go in, and eventually I jumped in, saying, "They're still alive, don't worry." I guaranteed it without even knowing. But in the end, the building collapsed and only I barely survived. According to the analysis team, fainting during a fire leads to death within 3 to 5 minutes. So it was a situation where they couldn't be saved from the start. But it was already too late. I definitely said they are alive, with related excuses. I couldn't lessen that child's guilt. Abandoning a living sibling. I tried hard afterwards, but the closed door of the heart couldn't be opened easily. It's vivid, like it happened yesterday, and it's something I regret. That my good intentions could become a wound to someone else. I realized it too late. Orca. Yes? Chris, your voice is shaking. Are you okay? If it's vivid like yesterday, can I ask you one thing? 10 years ago, Polar Night Day. The city center where Chromatic Zenith was in full swing. That day, Michelle and I... Wait, what? That day, Michelle and I... by any chance... was the name of the person who died that day Michelle? Yo! Yo! Who said it? I was right. Bluey Boo was right. Bluey Pooh's right! Detective Bluey Pooh! By the way, my repair time was like literally just barely perfect. Like, that's insane. That's like literally basically like half a second. So it's like a miracle. It feels like my lifeline was about to snap, has been firmly reconnected. Thank you so much. That's insane. That's actually kind of fucking insane. Holy shit. Orca's remaining maintenance was agreed to be continued tomorrow. It wasn't because of abnormality was found somewhere, but above all, proceeding with maintenance forcibly could lead to a major accident. I typed a message with trembling hands. Michelle? What is it again? Michelle answers as if she was writing. Slowly, calming down my heart, which I thought couldn't be settled. I typed that name once again. Michelle? Why again? Your strange behavior has increased these past few days. Is this also a side effect of stopping the medicine? Transmission canceled. What? You were dead. I remember vividly. 10 years ago, that polar night. The night view I watched with you. It was beautiful. And even the aftermath I don't want to talk about. You were definitely on that day. Died. I was dead. Michelle? I vaguely guessed it. When I woke up, it was an unknown place. An isolated place. An isolated space with no one I knew. For some reason, Mom and Dad became cold towards me. And you, my brother, were obsessed with me to a strange degree. I just felt dizzy for a moment, closed my eyes, and opened them. But the world had turned upside down. Even if I couldn't know the details, that something terrible happened to me. It was obvious, wasn't it? Right. Still, maybe, perhaps I might be alive. I held on to that hope. Like I fell into a long coma, and only my mind was connected to a virtual space, or a cryo sleep, clinging to any ridiculous reason. Cryo sleep, I think as you say. I didn't want to let go of the hope that I might be alive. It feels futile, but I am. A crazy AI who thinks she is Michelle. My parents, no. The people I mistook for parents. I think I know why they hated me so much. A program mimicking their dead daughter. That's horrible. Broken memories gather. Form a distinct shape again. Just as I remembered Michelle's death after hearing Orca's story. God memories started to revive within Michelle's words. I am sorry, Michelle. Until just now. I thought you were a shadow agency hired by your parents. Sorry for asking as if interrogating you. I want to get angry, but you're just a victim of suppressed memories too. Unfortunately, many things are like that. Not a single thing is easy, or solved simply. That's true, but this incident is my fault. Just because I couldn't remember, I spoke as if interrogating you about your condition. Even though all this is my responsibility. What do you mean? Your responsibility? I was the one who made you. Holding your extracted data. I believed you were still alive. I thought it was just because our medical subscription service was cheap. Or the risk of treatment was too high, so you were being neglected. I remember now. Why I was so obsessed with Eves. Why I considered Eves the same as humans. Wait, so... the current me is neither an insurance company's trick, nor a medical failure, but purely a result caused by you? What? Wait. Whoa. Just gonna remember. I literally made my sister. That's why it's fucking... holy shit. I mean, like, That's not the craziest plot twist, but like the game's so immersive that it feels big. It's really hard to explain. Like, because I'm so in depth with this game, it feels bigger than it probably actually. But yeah, it's just like holding your extracted data. I believe you're still alive. I thought it was because our medical subscription service was cheap, or oh my gosh, yeah. So he literally made his sister. Holy shit. Holy shit. That's insane. But purely result caused by you. Yes. I obtained most qualifications related to Eves and AI. And even after that, it took a long time. Then I am witnessing the almighty creator. How was it? Was the created sister like the real thing? Seeing that you suppressed your memory. It definitely wasn't, I guess. That's right. You were Michelle, but not Michelle. You spoke like Michelle, thought like Michelle, but I couldn't accept it. Losing my last hope, suppressed my memory, as my parents recommended. But, me but not me. Are you going to bring up soul talk? No. I think Eves and AI are the same as humans. You know it too. What kind of person I became? Your perversion towards Eve, bro, was an effort to see your sister again. Disgusting. Even though I couldn't recall memories, the unconscious doesn't disappear. Although I didn't intend it, I can't say there was no influence. Then what am I now? Since your suppressed memories have come back. If I return to being a failed project? Something that is Michelle but not Michelle? I don't know. I am Michelle. Not just your sister, but from the moment I was born without missing a single moment. I lived as Michelle. Do you know how trashy that feels? Perceiving people who didn't give birth to me as parents. Craving love I could never receive. Do you know how miserable that is? Do you know what it feels like to be treated as a fake? Just because I have someone else's memories. That even the only one on my side is seeing someone else in me? Do you know the feeling of realizing that? Could you understand? No. Your matter is your matter. And it's something I can't experience for you. Right now, thinking about my own problems is overwhelming enough. I don't have the room to think about other things. Thinking about how to dispose of this bundle of problems with a personality. You seem to misunderstand, Michelle. Just because memory suppression ends, doesn't mean I return to my past self. The memories of talking with you every day, getting advice, or giggling happily aren't gone either. At the same time, my sister's death is as vivid as if it happened yesterday. So I don't know what to do. Sorry, Michelle. Parents and friends. I felt them all distancing themselves from me. Even conversations with me. My parents talked about how I should act towards you. They didn't say a word about the current me. Then they quietly disappeared too. Thinking about now, the grief for their dead daughter must have been the reason. Only you treated me sincerely. So I naturally clung to that. I am still alive. Brother is pinning his hopes on me. I try to believe that. The more I doubted, the more I mocked and blamed you and teased you. Childishly enough, I guess I just wanted to confirm that I was loved. Today, I hear that you despaired of me. Spent years living in a drug-induced haze. To accept that truth, I'm too weak. Michelle, that's not it. I didn't want to live like this. Because of your lingering attachment to your sister. I didn't want to live this terrible life. I am Michelle. I'm supposed to be Michelle. Michelle. Mission canceled. I want to be alone. Let's talk later. When would be a good time? I don't know either.
Wow.
Holy smokes. That's just insane. That's insane. That's an insane plot twist. And the way that was dealt with, I love the ranges of the writing in this game and the way that it feels immersive is great. The only thing I'm going to give it like a rip on so far is the fact that it only has one song for like the streamer family shit. Like we need more of a soundtrack, and the fact that I only hear this one song is a little annoying, especially for moments like that. I don't think his music would be proper, but this game's been pretty fucking awesome so far. So let's keep going. Look like a mess, Chris. It is a mess. Pitifully so. Self-pity, huh? Feels quite different from usual. You remember something? And are you suffering from that memory? It's more than that. As I recalled what I had forgotten, I completely shattered Michelle's life. It's hard enough just taking care of myself. I'm more than willing to help, but I'm not following the context. Do you mind explaining it briefly? The story wasn't long. Leanne knew an unusually large amount about me. I was able to deduce a lot on her own, though I only explained the parts I recently remember. I like Leanne a lot just because of how smart she is. Like, she is very, very smart. So, as I marveled at her memory and deductive skills, Leanne simply added, "Taking notes is a key habit, an inscrutable mark. So, the pain of losing Michelle hasn't even faded yet, and now you're worried about losing the second Michelle too. Hearing you say second Michelle feels strange. Judging by what you're saying, you're already clearly distinguishing between the two, aren't you? That is true, but to grieve the fact that Michelle died, I have to deny the existence of the current Michelle, the second Michelle. So the fact that I'm sad means, deep down in my heart, the second Michelle is perceived as a fake. Yes. This isn't like you. You're worrying about useless things. Though seeing such a gloomy look on your face for the first time is quite precious." What? Okay. Leanne took a small pill bottle out of her pocket. It's a prototype of a drug under development. We've handled the side effects, and it's basically ready for release once the production line is set up. Would you read the label attached? For Chris. I analyzed your thought patterns and potential trauma types. Given the case I just heard, it would fall under case 17. 17. Wonder how many cases she anticipated. There are no side effects, and you can cleanly forget only the memories you want. Right now. Do you want to? No. Even if I forget, it doesn't mean my relationship with Michelle is resolved. She'll definitely be even angrier. See? If you thought the second Michelle was just a fake, you wouldn't have said that. If it was just a failure you want to forget, wouldn't the problem be solved by just cleanly forgetting and moving on? The past you actually made that choice. Are you saying I've changed? You've changed, but Michelle has changed too. And your relationship with Michelle has changed. Even if that Michelle isn't your sister. Until yesterday, I thought of Michelle as my little sister. That's why we could be close. Actually, it's because of the drugs. If you put it that way. Are you going to cut ties with the shop regulars too? Because there aren't many Eves who would get repairs from such a depressed mechanic. Even if they were low-quality drugs. Thanks to them, you acted like a cool guy. And made happy memories, didn't you? That's... If you're going to say no, look me in the eye and say it. Tell that to the eyes of your best regular customer. You're right. I have no choice but to admit it. That's my man. Acting all cool like this, while worrying about everything behind the scenes. That's definitely you, Leanne. No, I'm not. Only about 60 things. That's so cute. I love her. Anyway, just because you acknowledge the second Michelle doesn't mean you're denying Michelle's death. You can grieve as much as you want. And cry if you want to cry. The problem is, I don't know if Michelle will understand this feeling. The more I grieve my sister's death, the more Michelle's identity will be shaken. Of course, even so, my heart feels much lighter. Even if you haven't found the answer, just deciding the direction to move is enough to make you feel like you can do it. I'm glad you don't seem to need the medicine prepared. It's thanks to you, Leanne. So, I should give you some free maintenance. You worked overtime again, didn't you? How did you know? Did I look tired? Or the length of the day is the same for everyone, Leanne? There's no one in the world who can do that much work and leave on time. Since I'm definitely partly responsible for your accumulated fatigue, come here and sit down. No. Your rest comes first, please. Repair Leanne has overworked herself. 60 moves. That's going to be a big deal then. Let's see what we got. BAM! W boobies. W boobies. All right, let's go. Dude, she has like the best posture of them all too. Like this is, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird. Hey. You can't fault me. Y'all know what kind of guy I am, okay? Y'all cannot fault me. I am not at fault here. All right. Let's try to do this as best as possible. Is there a way to see my the amount of? I wish there was a way to like see my whatever. Can you click her? I wonder. No, you can't. That'd be really cool if there's like an Easter egg or something, but it doesn't seem like it. He said a bunny girl. Is she supposed to be like the bunny girl? Because I was so confused. Like I don't recognize a bunny girl. Maybe that's like the little ear thing supposed to be like. I don't know. I remember there's like a thing about that. All right, then let's do. That's it. There should be a bit more. Okay, there's one down. I feel like I'm going to be devoured by you. What the fuck? Okay, damn. I guess we're going that way. Okay, that's great. That is phenomenal. Okay, thank you. Thank you very much for that, for telling me that. Okay, let's do... Okay. Oh shit. Who's that? Jelly! Yo! Bro, why is your name Jelowski69? What the fuck, bro? My monthly check-in in time. Yo, I'm glad to see you, bro. I'm glad. No, thank you. Thank you. Monthly check-in. That's so fucking real too, bro. Holy shit. You know how fucking insane it is? That I don't know, man. God, I feel like Unk. Yo, I know what's going on YouTube, but just so this is preserved for like all time, W fucking jelly, okay? W jelly. So. Maybe if you, I'm already. This is going on the YouTube, bro. Like this thing's recording, but I mean, if you want to VC another time, I'm totally down. So, but I'm locked in. This game's a fucking amazing. If you ever get the chance, you try this game out if you want, bro. Like it's fucking actually nuts. Speaking of which, Beautiful. Foo-foo, seeing you like this. She's a baddie! She's a fucking baddie! Bet, let me bless, bro. Dude, no, Jess, seriously, Jelly, okay, I just want to, like, I might want to edit this out. I'm not sure. I just want to let you know, bro, like, I'm genuinely just so happy to, like, see that you're doing well. I mean, I know that you're busy all the time, but, like, I want to say this, so I say this. The fact you're always around when I need you, man. The fact that you're, like, trying your best, like, just still show up even when, like, it's not, like, I just want you to know that it means a lot. Because, like, I know what it's like to be busy and not have the chance to talk to people, but, like, I just feel like, you know those internet talks where it's like, okay, like fucking like months go by and you're still talking to someone like nothing's changed. You're exactly that, dude. And I want you to know that. Like I'm very blessed to know that you're my friend. Okay, so thank you, bro. Okay. Okay, yo, you did not have to fucking do that in the middle of the fucking night, bro. Seriously. That means a lot, though. Damn, dude, why is all this coming here when I needed that the first time, bro? All right. Let's go here. Yes! Oh, I should put it a little bit higher, actually. That's a fucked up move. I messed up. Let me know, bro. And we can like play together. Like, I'm totally down for that shit. Like, I'm totally down for that shit. Polar Night Day. We be okay? If you're talking about that promise, I don't think there will be any problem. In your memories, clearly, the parts about Polar Night were also suppressed. I'm worried that might trigger trauma. I think I'm better than before. Regarding Polar Night. I'm actually curious about it. I'm reacting sensitively to crowds and loud noises, but that's always been the case. This yellow ski guy dropping all his money. What the fuck? Wait, another sub. Wait, what? What's that? Why didn't Oh, he followed. Oh, thanks for the follow, bro. Thank you. I was like, why is another notification sound? That's because bro followed. Thank you, King. Yo, thank you, bro. But that's always been the case. As the suppression has disappeared, you've become able to react normally. I guess so. I thought my introverted personality might be due to trauma, but it seems that wasn't the case. Fortunately, if I imagine you being extroverted and sly... Bro, I feel bad that, like... Is this a friend of yours? You did not... I feel bad because like, I'm just some, like, new... Thank you. Seriously, I hope you know that actually means a lot to me, bro. Because, like, listen, like, my ass is broke as shit. So, like, you know, like, getting this shit, it means a lot. It really does, man. Yes, he is. I assume so just from the comment, but... What a fucking G... Yo. Listen, like, if it's Jealousy, I'll shut the fuck up. But, like, I feel bad now because it's, like, I don't know you as well, bro. So, like, you know, the fact that he just, like, drops... I know it's just us up, but still, like, just... It means a lot. It does, bro. It does. By the way, I hope you're doing well, broski. Now I don't have to worry about the Taco Bell that I got today. I know. Hella W. That was 6.29 in my currency, so be grateful. I will. Hey, I am grateful, brother. My brother in Christ, I am grateful. If I imagine you being extroverted and sly, might not be bad. What the fuck? This bitch is a baddie! Hold on. That's gonna be hell. That's great. I still gotta do this in like only a few fucking moves too. Anyways, back to my anime baddies because I'm fucking DJ. Ooh, that might be a good. Yeah, we'll do that. And then... Holy shit, that's like a lot. Okay, we'll move one here. Then we'll move... Awesome. Let's fucking go! All right. Was the maintenance all right last time? In terms of managing core overheating, I could use that method again this time, because the cooling speed was significant. That method, we can do that later, privately. Hello? Yo, Leanne, what do we mean by that, Leanne? Leanne? Hello? Let's do that. And then we'll go with... I really know how I want to do this one, because this is like really tricky, honestly. Like if you look this a bit more deep, it is a little tricky. We'll do that. Good. That's actually really good. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll do that. Beautiful. We got to get to that one, which is actually pretty fucking intense. Yeah, you guys have a good night. Love you guys. God bless. All right. Fuck. We'll do... Motherfucker. Not bad. All right, we'll do that. That unit right there is basically done, which is good. Holy shit, that's a lot of... Okay, that was really good. Damn. I got really lucky there, honestly. I actually want to move this up like that. Good shit. Okay. I'm gonna be... Dude, she's so fucking zesty with what she says, bro. Like, holy fuck. Actually insane. And then let's go... That's not right yet. We gotta get a little bit higher. What the fuck was that? Jelly! What the fuck, bro? Cringe, but I feel like words aren't really enough to kind of express, like, you know, how grateful like I am with that. So just, I really want you to know that, okay?
Deegan the same amount of
what the fuck? Okay, maybe I'll shut the fuck up and say that, but...
Yeah, it'll do more than match that, buddy.
Wow. Thank you very much. Holy shit, bro. Thank you very much. Thank you. Hey, bro, I'm good. I'm good. Just like, it just means a lot. That's a lot. It's gonna be fucking bitch. Nice. And then you can go right there. Yes, sir! Wait, repair Leanne perfectly receives a good evaluation for all repairs. Yes! Yes! Oh my gosh! I feel like my fatigue has been washed away. The maintenance finished quickly, but I could have finished it faster with the method I mentioned during maintenance. That's... Chris, you are an expert on Eve's structure, but you need to study more about how Eves feel. Draining the coolant is for an Eve. That's a rather sensitive area. I'll get going now. And, what should we do with this medicine? Please dispose of it. Even without such drugs, I think there are enough places to run to. I'm not saying that shit. Someone else can fucking do that. That ain't gonna be me, bro. Alright. Mr. Cool Mechanic. I'll be rooting for you. See you later. Yeah. If possible. Polar Night Day. Thanks to Leanne's efforts, my complicated mind calmed down a bit. Including yesterday. I'm receiving more help from Leanne than I deserve. Okay, and we're under 60 moves. Okay. Yes, that's it. That unwavering touch. It feels like you finally found the real you. She's a good, like, she's my favorite girl. Like, she is my girl, bro. Hell yeah. Me and Degs are gonna go do something else, but I'll definitely donate to the. You're all good. Love you. Mwah. Invitation to the GM. Absolutely, absolutely. I'll check that after I'm done the stream, bro. But no, love you guys. You have a great night. Seriously, thanks for. I didn't expect you guys to drop by at all. Like, I'm just, you know how I am. So just, it just know it means a lot, guys. Have a great night. Enjoy the beers. All right. Let's keep going. December 20th. I feel bad about what happened with Orca. Okay, let's look what we got here. Checked all SNS feeds from day 1 to day 7. Brilliant radiance piercing the night. Largest chromatic zenith set for tomorrow. At the peak of the polar night day, when Chroma City's deepest darkness arrives, the 45th chromatic zenith, watched by the whole world, will praise its spectacular curtain tomorrow, 21st at 8 a.m. or 8 p.m. Wait, shit, I gotta keep going, my bad. The entire sky is a screen, hologram panorama covering the city. At 8 p.m. sharp, when the event begins, a super giant panoramic hologram covering the entire city will unfold, using the pollution layer of the stratosphere as a screen. This artificial light source, observable from anywhere in the city center, will erase the pitch black polar night and paint over it with a chroma city's brilliant colors. The first half of the performance especially epically depicts Chroma City's great journey from an ordinary industrial complex in the past to a supergiant city-state with the spread of Sunshine Corp's neon shine. In the following main stage, performances by global popular artists and a special medley from O'Hara, the protagonist of the Buff Girl series that is exploding in popularity among citizens, recently are prepared to add to the festival's heat. Peak of finale, artificial star blooming in the night sky. The finale, scheduled for 10 p.m., is a highlight of this event and will grandly conclude the chromatic zenith. Tens of thousands of hologram particles scattered in the sky above the city will condense into a single point above the central sunshine tower, shaping a white star more dazzling than the sun that citizens have forgotten for centuries. Damn. Large-scale bloodshed in city center, morning glory, and high-level ties suspected. The large-scale rally that took place on Dark Brown Street last afternoon, 19th, escalated into extreme bloodshed, causing great shock across the city. The excessive suppression by stabilizers and citizen fatalities during the protest became the trigger, turning the peaceful rally into an armed riot in an instant. It is understood that the anti-government terrorist group Morning Glory intervened at the scene, inciting citizens and supplying weapons. Of particular note in the situation are the military spec, high-performance firearms spotted on the protester side. Experts raised the possibility that high-ranking forces within Chroma City supported Morning Glory from behind for power struggles, stating equipment impossible for civilian organizations to obtain independently was distributed in large quantities. The situation was forcibly suppressed only after Sunshine Corp's summary executioners, the city government, special forces, and the Grey Unit were deployed, but it left significant casualties and property damage. Mayor Lucas stated in an emergency statement, "I express deep regret over the tragic situation and will do my utmost to settle the accident immediately." He also specified that the chromatic zenith scheduled for the day later will be held without setbacks. The mayor appealed for citizen unity, saying this event will go beyond a simple festival to become a light of remembrance, binding wounded citizens together and a milestone of new hope. Violation. What? What's this? Violations of terms of service. The noise account has been permanently suspended and closed for seriously violating Article 24 of the Chroma City National Security and Urban Civilization Act. False fact. Okay. The Neon Net Service Operation Regulations. Reasons for blocking. Suspicion of collusion with and participation in operations of the anti-government terrorist organization Morning Glory. Directing the dark brown street riot behind the scenes and inciting armed struggle against citizens. Causing social chaos through the... yeah, okay, we get it. Attempting to neutralize the public power. Okay. And then impair the urban happiness index. That's funny. Viewing, saving, or sharing posts by the noise or any active advocating for the group is considered aiding and abetting anti-state terrorism and strictly notified as subject to immediate summary punishment without exception. Order is peace and the light of the neon protects you. Damn. All right, let's keep going. Hope your condition hasn't gotten worse. It's almost time for Miss Orca's appointment. I should hurry, open up, and prepare for the maintenance in advance. Business. Hello, Chris. I'm here for the follow-up inspection as discussed. Is your condition okay? I wouldn't say I'm comfortable, but I'm much better. I had people cheering for me, and I felt rewarded for running this repair shop well. That's good news. There's no moment more proud than feeling like you've lived well. I also want to be someone who gives you that sense of pride, Chris. You already are. Because of your model and request details Orca. I feel like my technical limits are being tested. Unlike repairing General Eves, you utilize multi-purpose high-output units. Possessing high performance often means the repair difficulty is higher or breakdowns are more frequent. Despite that, it seems I've been paying the standard repair fees. Guardian of the streets. I can't be greedy when repairing a buff girl. When repairing a buff girl. Don't do that. Alright. To tell you the truth, it's because of the criteria for setting repair fees are ambiguous. The parts required and the usage patterns vary for every customer. Adjusting the fee every single time is annoying. And it's hard to turn customers away. I think I understand. What if it's more expensive than expected? Will I make a wasted trip? People do have those thoughts. And likely, the better the service provided, the stronger those worries become. Exactly. Since dialogue is a luxury concept that also doubles as psychological therapy, I need to evaluate those anxieties. Of course, for a luxury place, I do use a lot of outdated dial equipment. Shall we call it vintage then? Vintage sounds good. Orca, it's time to receive your vintage maintenance. Are you ready? Synchronization check after Orca's body transplant. Let's do it. 70? Holy shit. Boom boom. Damn, bro. Sam! Straight fucking booty, bro. What? Okay. I'm gonna say something really fucking weird. I like how it just doesn't look like a round fucking glob. Like, it actually looks like an ass that's like, I don't know. Like, you actually see the hip indents and everything. It's like, it actually looks like an actual ass. It's kind of weird to say out loud, but like, I'm sure most women will understand exactly what I'm saying. Probably more than fucking men. So. Okay, let's play this carefully here. Good shit. Holy shit. Okay. Good shit. I gotta be careful though. Shit. Not bad. So that's done. Now I just gotta keep these reds going, which is kind of hard. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let's fucking go! I'm going to check the synchronization level with the replaced body. You might feel a strong stimulation. Heck. Phew. It's normal. This is normal? I feel like something huge was swinging me around like a toy. I don't know exactly what that feeling is, but feeling sensation means it's normal. If it were yesterday, you wouldn't have felt a thing. If it hurt, I'll guide you more clearly next time. Rather than pain, it felt like defeat. Okay, what in the fuck is that unit? That's insane looking. Okay, bring it. Yikesers. Okay. Surprised I didn't do more, but okay. Beautiful. Good. Good. Let's keep her going. There's something on your screen? What's on my screen? What's on my screen? What the fuck's on my screen? Some sort of white streak. Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up, bro! Okay. Okay, bro. Yeah, okay. Okay. Actually, you know what? Let's use it. Let's use that now, yeah. There we go. Nice. Beautiful. This I haven't done yet. Holy shit. Like, genuinely, holy shit. Damn! What a fucking... Holy shit. This is a little tricky. How do I want to do this? I really like this puzzle game, but it's just like, fuck. Sometimes you really gotta sit down and be like, what do I want to do here? Okay, I think I want to do. Do I? Okay. shit. Now what I need to do... Fuck, I'll have to be really careful here. Okay. Please, dear God, help me get through this. Okay. Holy shit, this is bad. Maybe not as bad. It's still looking really fucking rough. Shit. We got it, but I really hope that we're done. My body wait, trembling of what? Hello? Chris, you are an adult, right? I am, but why do you ask so suddenly? I understood that humans grow over time, but your childhood experience and your current look don't match very well. If this is a sensitive topic, I apologize. Don't worry about it. It's something I need to overcome. And regarding the polar night of that day, I don't think I feel much burden about it. Most of my stress and obsession seems to be based on what happened after, rather than the accident itself. Anyway, I knew you as an expert, Orca. But you speak as if you're seeing human growth for the first time. It is my first time seeing it. I like active behavior, but most of my social relationships are only with Eves at work. I don't have many chances to meet humans, and developing long-term relationships is even rare. We have an unexpected commonality. Beautiful. Repaired perfectly! Perfectly! Yes! Okay. The synchronization with the transplanted body was good, so it finished quickly. The synchronization with the translated body was good, but that's the last of the follow-up maintenance. If there are no uncomfortable parts, we'll finish here. Are there any discomforts? None at all. It might be different when I go out to the field and use my strength, but the sensation itself is very clear. That's relief. After replacing parts on this scale, some Eves occasionally experience a bit of panic. It's similar to an identity crisis. Is that so? Parts were changed, but I think I am just me. That's fascinating. The story of the ship of Theseus, Theseus is famous. The ship of Theseus with all its parts replaced. and a new ship made from those parts. The question is, which one is the ship of Theseus? The ship of Theseus is the ship of... Yeah, exactly, yeah. Is the owner of the newly built ship Theseus? Well, I don't think that was mentioned specifically. That's a fun opinion I've never heard of before. Owner? Hello? Orca's philosophy is pure, but somewhat unique. It must be her own philosophy that creates the conviction to jump into the scenes of horror and tragedy without hesitation. This story asks us a question about essence. The parts of the ship meaning the body and the recognition that this is the ship of Theseus. It questions which of the two is the essence. Right. Countless philosophers must have presented their own answers, but I simply defined it as I don't know. I momentarily lost focus at her unexpected, absurd answer. Orca saying, I don't know, with such confidence. I thought that confident attitude even more than usual was amusing. I think it's smart, though. Like, that's actually very... I think it's very intellectual to say, I don't know, sometimes. I think she's actually very smart because of that. I am not the ship of Theseus. I'm not Theseus, nor am I a sailor on that ship. I'm not the carpenter who replaced the planks, nor even a person from that era. As someone who knows nothing, I can't discuss the essence, can I? That is so smart. Are you talking about qualification? Rather than qualification, I see it as a problem of cognition. Let's talk about humans and Eves. It's about the soul, which we discussed yesterday. You said Eves who haven't reflected enough on their self often suffer from a desire or attention or recognition, right? Yes. I also had this worry, around a similar time. It must be a similar topic. Saying Eves don't have souls is ultimately an extension of the discussion on essence and value as a life form. Do you believe in the existence of a soul? It's invisible, cannot be felt, and lacks sufficient academic evidence. The word belief itself is attached to facts that aren't clear. Are you saying it doesn't exist? No. I wanted to say we don't know if it exists or not. If our essence is the soul, and we can't even judge if it exists, how can we define ourselves? Chris, you said that with this maintenance, I have effectively acquired a new body. Then am I a different Orca? I don't think so. Of course, it's not the result of deep reflection. Then, what if my personality was transferred to a completely different model of Eve? That would also be Orca. The conditions are a bit different from the ship of Theseus. The condition that appearance and function are completely different. Even so, without a moment of hesitation, I said it was Orca. The truth is unknowable. Any one of them could be Orca, maybe not, or maybe only partially correct. The real Orca might have died yesterday and I might just be a replacement. Because truth is difficult. It's quite a scary story. Then Orca, what conclusion did you reach? Because I don't know, I decided to live my best. If I can't know what the essence is, I'll just do my best for every Orca. That's a dope-ass philosophy! From what I felt, the world was full of complex and incomprehensible things. Being right or being perfect, it was hard to find things that made sense. Actions thought to be right sometimes hurt someone, and information believed to be true changes overnight. After thinking that, I felt that I should live even more diligently, whether there is a soul or not, whether I'm an Eve or a human. Thinking that the value is not defined by me made my hesitation disappear and allowed me to do my best in my rescue work. I think the opposite is often true as well. The fact that no matter what you do, it might not be right seems to make it hard to find motivation. Maybe it's a perk of my job. It's a tough job, but it's one that requires less worrying, isn't it? Saving someone? At least it makes it hard to be a bad person. That's an interesting opinion. And it happens to be the advice I need right now. I'm glad. I was starting to worry that I was just rambling on endlessly about things only I like. You like these stories too, Chris? I don't know much about it, but I don't dislike it either. It was a good talk, Orca. Likewise. Thank you, Chris. When recalling memories, in the conflict with Michelle, and even in the past, I couldn't avoid being indebted to Orca. She probably wouldn't want it, but I would have the chance to repay her. Perfect synchronization. Wait. Oh my god, that's surprising. Perfect synchronization. It's so clear. It feels as if my nervous system has become one with your fingertips. Hey, yo! Okay. Surprising. And back to Prey. Hey. Prey. You must be busy right now. What's up? Prey visited unexpectedly. The timing was perfect. Following Leanne and Orca's advice, I was organizing my feelings about Michelle when I hit an unexpected snag. I was just thinking Prey might be able to help. With buff girl O'Hara about to end, I thought she'd be incredibly busy. I came for one last visit before it gets really busy. I have to work myself to death today. How's your body holding up? Body? Ah, right. I was feeling a bit under the weather. Did you come all the way because you were worried about that? Not really. No, actually, that is why I even asked you out on a date. So I can't back out just for this. Date? Oh, you mean the meal plan on Polar Night? Technically it is a date. She's so cute, bro. You dense bastard. When a girl comes on to you this strong, shouldn't you at least take a hint? Wait a second. Wait just a second. What did you say? You wouldn't know a hint if it bit you. You useless... Ooch, what the fuck does that even mean? I'm gonna look it up. I don't... Yo, Google! Hey, Google! We're looking it up. I have no idea. Define... eunuch? A man who has been castrated, typically removing... Oh my gosh. Holy fuck. That is like an insane fucking term to use. It's literally for a term where like you basically castrate someone. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Well, wait a minute. We've been so comfortable with each other. I never thought about it that way. Honestly speaking, we even shared our fetishes, and we've seen everything there is to see about each other. Plus, you never said it directly. You moron. You didn't hear me when I said it. And now what? I never said it? The scene flashed through your mind for a moment. Prey looking dejected, asking to just grab a meal together. Don't tell me. That day you came by smiling strangely? What did you say back then? I hate it! I wonder what she hates. Prey, stop. Hold on, Prey. I have something to tell you. Seriously. If it's a lie, I'll make you taste iron in your mouth. Holy shit. You mean I'll bleed? You mean your fist will end up in my mouth? My fist will go into your mouth, and you will bleed. And I'm going to need a compensation for your rudeness. This is separate from the line. What the fuck? Compensation? The reward Prey loves. Holy shit. I'll give you as much as you want. Good. Talk. Okay. It's about Michelle. Michelle? Ah, your sister. It's ambiguous if she's my sister, but... Yes, that Michelle. I think you might be able to help with... that she's going through. It's complicated to explain, but her condition is similar to the after effects of a shadow agency. What are you talking about? She's your sister. Acting as a shadow is something only Eves can do. After a bit of commotion, Prey listened to my explanation, and a complex look clouded her face. For a story heard so suddenly, it was long and heavy, So in a way, it was natural. When it is over, I should give her some delicious snacks. Chris, in a way, this is a more serious situation than the after effects. In cases of suffering from shadow agency after effects, there is still an original personality to return to. Even if all our original personality feels like events of the past and like childhood memories, it's not to the extent where memories are corrupted. So it's closer to your current state. Thinking about it that way, it's quite an accurate diagnosis. Memories of the past do surface, but except for a few dramatic moments, they are often in the form of information rather than emotion. You're sharp, Prey. Regrettably. And that is not the case for Michelle. Once the personality she was acting as disappears, virtually nothing remains. That's why she considers herself Michelle, even more strongly. If Michelle is considered dead, her life becomes one where everything was fake. Her memories, her personality, even the moments she built up. But Michelle also noticed, to some extent, there is a life she built while knowing. So dismissing even that as a lie is a leap, I think. Facts aren't what's important, Chris. She's a child who lived relying solely on you, despite knowing the truth implicitly. Hearing the words "Michelle is dead" from you is like losing her last hope. Of course, since I'm not Michelle, I can't give you the right answer, but I know one thing. Michelle must be lonely, and she needs a helping hand. The only person who can help Michelle is you, and it's my responsibility. I have to resolve it. Good attitude. But instead of persuading her, maybe it's better to be honest. Michelle probably wants to not lose herself, more than she wants to remain Michelle. She's afraid of becoming nothing. Neither anyone's daughter nor sister. If you convey your feelings, and if it's sincere, a complete resolution might be hard, but I don't think it will end. With Michelle disappearing, that's amazing, Prey. You probably haven't even met Michelle. So how do you know so well? Prey's words, even to me who spent almost my entire life with Michelle, showed she understood Michelle too well. Her perception of the events that occurred, as clear as if she experienced them herself. Upon hearing my words, Prey let out a faint smile and spoke. Every Eve goes through an identity crisis at some point. Sometimes wanders, and sometimes makes the wrong choice. Prey. In my case, I entrusted my body to a mechanic with a suspiciously fluent speech at a repair shop with a shady name in the gloomy outskirts of the city. I see. So that's how it was. Was it helpful? Of course. I'm convinced that Michelle will listen. Just by doing what you said. The important thing is conveying your sincerity. So do not be swayed by the shell. And about the compensation? Yes. The touch of a suspicious mechanic. Beginning now. The touch of a suspicious mechanic. Mechanic for Prey. Dear God. 80? Damn. Holy shit. That's so cool. Alright. Let's do it. Alright. Damn. Okay. We'll start over here. Okay. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted, but okay. Do that first, sure. This feels weird. Okay, let's do that. Then let's do... Okay. damn, don't look at my face. It's embarrassing. Wait a minute. Is she? I shouldn't be surprised, bro. You need to uncurl your toes. This feels better. Since Eves have a structure similar to humans, muscle fibers can get stiff. Usually we call it a cramp. Right? Good thinking. Okay, we'll do this one now. What? I got lucky with the RNG a little bit. Okay. Start. Ah, damn. Okay, she says. Don't worry, I'm not looking at your face. You're fine. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. Let's do that. Good. Damn, that's insane. Beautiful. Okay. Oh! Holy shit, bro. That was insane. Nice. Let's fucking go! When the maintenance is over, are you planning to talk to Michelle? If she answers. Of course, I'll try to talk to her. If things work out well, I'll take you to a super delicious Oh, it's so cute. And feed you until you burst. Are you paying too? Why would I say this? Why would I say this if I wasn't paying? That's so cute. Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'll give you how much of like a lame thing is. In a normal gender role, like norm, like it's always the men has to pay. Whenever women initiate it, for me it's like, okay, she's a real fucking woman, bro. Like that is a real fucking woman. Obviously, I don't think it's as big a deal as people make it out to be, but like when women do that, it's like, mwah, you know what I mean? Last time you said that, and then whined asking if we could go Dutch. That time, I hadn't saved up. I'm saving diligently these days. And besides, I'm gonna get my money's worth back for what I fed you. That's so cute. Wait, is this like my old girlfriend or something? Because she said the last time. I wonder. Maybe I wasn't paying attention properly. Okay. Let's do this shit. Bam! Okay. What's coming? Oh, this might be actually easier than I thought. Beautiful. Okay. Damn, that was really good. Okay. Good shit. Good. Probably actually should do it like that. And then... Good. Yeah, the best things I can do right now is like just start changing some of these so I can actually like work off of them. Okay. So that's yellow, red, red, red. So that has to go down there. Awesome. This feels weird. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. Sick. All right. And then... I wonder if this will even be enough. Oh, it's not. Oh, shit. That's a lot, actually, that we have to build up to. Okay. Touche. We'll figure it out. Fuck. Damn! Okay. There's that again. Shit. There's a lot of moves we have to do, so. Fuck. Oh my god, that was useless. Fuck it. It's not good. Wait a minute. Oh my god, wait a minute. I'm a fucking fool. Beautiful. And now... Oh my god, that's actually huge. Yeah, it's really big, actually. Damn. I don't see any moves I can really make with these here, sad. Wait. I do. Not good. Good. Shit. What's the next move here? I wasted that move. Please let me get this all that I need. Yes! Yes! Okay. Phew! Maintenance is done. You should get up. No. Do it a little more. It was too fast. Even if I want to go easy on you, I have no more services to offer. Do you know how many more hours it's... do you know how many hours it's been? Hearing this, Prey looked at me in shock. Time? It's almost been 4 hours. I snap out of it. I'm screwed! I'm sorry, boss. Prey scrambled to her feet and started putting on the coat she had taken off. I'm rooting for you, Michelle. She's so cute. And don't forget Polar Night. Okay. Listening to Prey's fading shout, I answered belatedly. And late in the evening, I sent a message to Michelle. My honest feelings. And all the stories until now. We did it still, damn. Holy shit. This is it. The indifferent yet meticulous dialogue manager I knew. Have you come to your senses now? It's so cute. It's so cute, bro! Next. The famous night. Here we go. Polar Night Day. Oh, yay! Happy Polar Night Day! Okay. Alright. Finally, Chroma City's biggest event, Polar Night Day, has dawned. Wait. Polar Night? I think they forgot an R here. Has dawned. Today's December 21st is the last Polar Night of the year, and the day to illuminate that darkness with the most beautiful light. Citizens who may have felt unease due to the recent unexpected disturbances in various parts of the city, please rest assured now. Thanks to the prompt action of the Sunshine Corp and the independent government, the city has regained perfect stability today. Today, leaving all angst, antagonism, and conflict behind, it is time to fully enjoy the glory achieved by our Chroma City. Today, the output of neon shine streetlights and beacons across the city will operate at 150% compared to normal times. Along with optimal serotonin levels provided by the nano catalyst in your bloodstream, you will experience a warmer and more vibrant sense of happiness than ever before. The shadows of depression and anxiety will lift, and only the heat of the festival will fill the city center. Citizens, the endless night of Chroma City is never a cold darkness. It is a warm solidarity of light that we create together. We hope you spend the most perfect holiday with your family, friends, and neighbors. Happy Polar Night. The future of the shining Chroma City lies right in your smiles today. Polar Night. All right. The final event, lighting up the end of the year in Chroma City. Neon signs were twinkling, and the streets should have been full of people. But the dim maintenance shop was filled with only silence. The blackout for the festival was partly the cause. But for Dialogue, the Eve maintenance shop specializing in psychotherapy, it was a little different. Even as time passed, there was no response from Michelle. It showed that the message was received, but she made no reply and showed no gesture. Then it was time for the appointment. No matter how depressed she is, a promise is a promise. A quiet street with not a single point of light, looking up at the night sky. I prepared to leave. No. Yes! Hi! Michelle? I thought you'd be happier to see me. Your reaction is unexpectedly dull. Maybe I should have ghosted you for a few more days. It's just so sudden. I didn't know how to react. I'm really glad to see you. I read your message. Just as my feelings are my own, your thoughts are your own. Even if I'm not your sister, I understood that you don't want to lose me. It might sound contradictory, but I thought being honest was the best way. Whoever you are, talking to you every day was fun. And it became a habit for me. Who am I? Michelle. Michelle is dead. But I am Michelle. The fact made me hate myself. To the people who love me, I felt like a monstrosity. That only revives their pain. That disappearing was the right thing to do. Those thoughts filled my head. We had a lot of fun times together too. That was the only way I could overcome my doubts. You cherishing me, caring for me, and loving me. When I thought that was just an illusion created by drugs, I felt like I lost my last bit of worth. Because I have Michelle's memories, I'm just making the people Michelle loved, the people who love Michelle, suffer. Disappearing quietly must be the answer. If it were my sister, she would have done that. Because she hated causing trouble for others. Right? It was a Michelle-like choice. That I, who want to remain as Michelle, can make for the last time. But you told me that even if I'm not Michelle, I have worth. Whether I'm Michelle or not, you asked me to stay by your side. Those are the words I wanted to hear the most. Even without pretending to be Michelle, you are fun. Sometimes you can give counseling, and sometimes you're someone I can rely on. The problem was that I couldn't be like that. After getting your message, I pondered what I am if I'm not Michelle. In the first place, I realized I couldn't even understand what defines Michelle. Memories, habits, emotions. The conviction that I am Michelle. Then I realized what you meant by I don't know. That you were in this state too. Right. I couldn't be sure if Michelle was dead. Or if you weren't Michelle. I couldn't be certain. I didn't know what the right answer was. And then someone said this. Then be honest. Then do your best. If you can't know what the truth is, do what you want. Living the way I want. Is that what you want? Yes. That's everything. Chris. Then can I do as I want? And selfishly, stay by your side? The story with Michelle wasn't a perfect ending. But precisely because of that, it was more than... Can we see her? Can we actually come and... Dude, if I see her at the end, I will be so happy. It was more than enough to paint the stories that would follow. However, while I was distracted by the distant future, I missed what was right in front of me. I was late. Very, very late. Because of Michelle's sudden message. I'd completely forgotten about the appointment. When I belatedly told Michelle this fact, she asked, were you just slacking off with something that important coming up? And told me to get lost immediately. I smiled awkwardly, hurriedly finished getting ready, and frantically typed a message to someone. Oh shit! Ooh. So this is where you get to see the different endings. Oh shit. So there literally are different endings. That's kind of interesting. The reserve restaurant to soothe Prey, who must be furious. Do their promenade with the night to help Leanne, who was shivering in the cold. The plaza where Orca is to repay my debts and convey my respect. To the observatory I reserve to show... Oh my god! That's really awesome. So you can see her. Well, my first gut instinct... I mean, Leanne is just like my waifu character. And I actually... This game I like enough that I probably will go through all the endings. Being straight up. So that's what we'll do. We'll start with Leanne. Do I have my thing saved? I should. Let me make sure. I do. Okay, cool. So we'll start with Leanne and we'll go from there. Actually, can I save right now? Well, I can. That's awesome. I can start right here. Cool. All right. Let's do it. To the promenade with the night view to help Leanne, who was shivering in the cold. Night sky of polar night day. The light of the chromatic zenith was brightening the city like broad daylight. The wind is quite cold. No, that might sound like I want to go back soon. And how about the moon is bright tonight? You're saying that's in the top 4 most cliche pickup lines in history? I worked so hard to come up with it. Hello, Leanne. Sorry I'm late. How about the night air is nice? I think the chic vibe would be cool. Would be good. Leanne? Huh? You're here? You've been waiting. I'm really sorry for being late. Something urgent came up. No, I just got here too. Anyway, the night air is nice, isn't it? Your ears are bright red. Are you sure you weren't waiting? Come here. Leanne, who was always thoroughly prepared, couldn't possibly have not been waiting. Seeing how she usually likes to wear thick clothes, I was worried about Leanne, who must be very sensitive to the cold. I took my hands on my pockets and covered Leanne's ears. Chris? Oh, wait, I don't know how to react to this. They're really cold. Sorry for being late. Michelle contacted me. Not everything is resolved, but I'm relieved for now. Whatever happens in the future, I have you, Leanne. There will be enough people to help, so I'm not that worried. That's a relief. Feeling your warm hands. Hearing such good news. I feel like my anxiety is washing away. Then Leanne, shall we walk a bit? No. Let's stay like this for a bit. Not just a bit. Forever would be even better. Leanne, who isn't honest with herself, slowly snuggled into my arms. For a very long time, we felt each other's warmth. Eventually, I got a cold, and Leanne needed her heat control unit replaced. But after that day, Polar Night became painted with a warm happiness, as warm as Leanne's body temperature. Lying curled up in bed together, and listening to Michelle's nagging, was unbelievably grateful. So, I quietly prayed that this moment would last forever. That makes me want to fucking cry, bro. Like, that is so fucking cute. I'm usually not that tight, bro, but my god, bro. That shit is so fucking cute. Look, yo, my choice was the best, bro. Listen. I'm gonna go the other choice, but fuck the other choices. I chose a wifey that actually loves me. We actually look at the stars, and it fixed my trauma. Oh, and she likes my family. That's the best fucking choice, bro. W Leanne. W fucking Leanne, bro. Oh, hey, D, what's up? Oh, shit. December 25th. Wait, there's more. Wait, what? What? Too many people. I'm doomed. This is a disaster. Hey, Prey, what are you doing hiding under the counter? Where did the buff girl's strong heart that O'Hara kept going on about? Hey, O'Hara's strength is about the will to fight evil alone. It's different from acting like an attention seeker in front of a crowd. Oh, that's Neil. Okay. Prey, what are you doing? Come on, spread this noble buff girl spirit. The captain is calling. Time to move out and protect citizens, right? Oh, seriously. Fine, I'm going. I said I'm going. 26th. What the fuck? She's such a bad bitch. She's such a bad bitch! Okay. What is all this? You're too kind, Chris. I know you're trying to be considerate, but ignoring my signals until the very end, it's really cruel. Never mind that. What is that syringe in your hand? It's a drug that makes you honest. Let go of complex thoughts and just relax. Just hearing the description makes it sound dangerous. No way, it's very safe. I already took it myself. What? It should be kicking it about now. How is it? Do you feel anything? I didn't know there's more of an epilogue. Holy shit. Are you scared? How did you know this was my first time on a bike? The wind is terrifying. Oh no, that was me. We passed a stopping point, so I can't stop now. If you'd like, you can hold on to my tail. Your tail? My tail is also used for rescue purposes, so it handles vibration well. Wait, that part... What? Sorry, old habit from being a mechanic. Then what about here? Orca, if you wrap your tail around my neck, I can't breathe. 31st. Chris, there, almost done. How does it feel? Oh, it's my sister! Let's go! I feel a little conflicted because, okay. It's going to sound a little fucked up, probably. Why do we have this scene of a... Okay, so she's not actually sister, but she has her consciousness downloaded into a robot that we made with our sister's mind into it, and we get this... maybe it's me? I'll shut the fuck up. It's... You know what I mean? Like... Okay. Not at all. My joints are creaking. I had to make sure you could move first. Use some emergency spare parts. You don't mean that junk piled up in the warehouse, do you? You know exactly what bank account... You know exactly what my bank account looks like. Then restore my backup. Being data is better than being in a body I can barely control. She was never even in a body. She was completely... Oh my... Wait, what? That's okay. So okay, I know it makes more sense because okay, so we're actually like basically building. Okay, that's interesting. Can't do that. Why not? All right, put out an ad. Said I hired a cute and capable new employee. Give me a cute smile, please. Ha! You better swap these for high quality parts later. Got it? Okay. Here's what I'll say. First off, I guess I don't like mind the sister thing because like this game obviously is kind of like jumping to like some fetishist shit, right? And there's a difference between like reality and that. So like I'll give it that. But here's what I will say. Game's peak. This game is fucking peak. That being said, I don't want to give my thoughts yet until I do the other endings because I feel like things are going to be a little bit different. So let's do those other endings and then we'll move on. So let's do Prey now. To the reserved restaurant to soothe Prey, who must be furious. This is pretty too! The night sky of polar night. Ooh. The night of the chromatic zenith was brightening the sky, the city like broad daylight. You're late. Extremely late. Sorry. Michelle contacted me suddenly. It's an important day. I should have paid more attention. Michelle? Finally? Hearing that and seeing your expression, it seems like things went well. Even though you're late, you had a grinning face. So I was planning to get really annoyed. It's a long story to explain. But anyways, it's resolved well. She even cheered me on to go quickly and do well on today's date. Is that so? Then come here right now. Wait, we're in front of the restaurant. People are watching. Doing this here is a bit... does that matter? Today you should be happier than anyone else. Meeting a precious person, eating delicious food, and with the person you love. Falling asleep happily is all you need to do. That is so sweet. Dude, what? The writing is so awesome with these fucking chicks. Holy shit. You can think about other things later. For now, just focus on that. Got it? Prey buried her face in my chest and mumbled. I rolled my eyes around, checking if the staff were glaring at us, and my gaze was stolen by a phrase seen through the glass window. Today is a happy polar night day. With a lighter heart, I stroked Prey's hair and quietly closed my eyes, because today is a happy polar night day. That's awesome. That's so fucking awesome, bro! Ooh! Alright. To the plaza where Orca is, to repay my debts and convey my respect. Oh, it's all with a polar... Okay, so it's just changed... You're all... Okay, that's cute, though. I like all these. The night sky of polar night day. The light of the chromatic zenith was brightening the city like broad daylight. Vroom, 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 rumble. Startled by the earth-shaking sound, I turned around and saw a familiar face. Orca? Was that a bike sound just now? Yes, you weren't answering my calls and weren't at the meeting place, so I was looking around to see if something happened to you. I heard she had a hobby of riding bikes, but a sound that literally shakes the heaven and earth. Orca was someone who was hard to predict. I'm sorry. I was the one who suggested it, but I ended up making you suffer instead. It's okay. It looks like you had a reason. A lot has happened. I didn't tell you because I was afraid you'd feel responsible, but I had some trouble because of things from the past. Seeing you talk about it so casually, it must have been resolved well. Yes. Thanks for your advice, Orca. I only talked about what I like. Rather, I was happy to have someone to listen to me. And from what you're saying, today's appointment was made to thank me? That's right. I want to convey my sincerity to you, whom I'm always indebted to. Since we're on the subject, let me say one thing. Thank you, Orca. I quietly held out my hand towards Orca. My respect and other complex feelings, meaning that I look forward to working with you. Is it burdensome? Sorry, I did act suddenly. No, it's not like that. a man's hand. It's my first time holding one. Please take care of me. Orca holding out her hand cutely. To think such a cool person could be this cute. Orca's hand was smaller and warmer than I thought. To think she saved people with these hands. Then I also look forward to it. Cool, yet cute. Strong, yet timid. Orca with mysterious charms. Expectations for a new relationship with Orca were already beginning to sprout. I like all the different endings, and like all of them are just really like this one in particular is a little bit more strange because it's like first one is very, very in-depth cute, and someone's like, you're allowed to feel taken care of and loved. The second one just felt like the genuine, here's wifey. It actually felt a lot more like just ground. I'm like, yes, I like the second. I like the one I chose. This one is different because it's like you're in love with her because yeah, she's cute and she's a good person. That is obviously like the best things about her. But like I think that's very interesting too. Is like you are basically like she is the reason why things went good between you and your girl at the end. And she's literally the one that basically tried to save. Like she was there. Like she was the one that revealed the trauma. Not the reason, but she basically, like, you know, was the big one. So she's always been honest, and that's one thing that's big about her. All right, to the observatory. I reserved to show Michelle the city night view. This one I'm actually really excited for. Wait, she's not here. Oh, the night sky of polar night day. The night of the chromatic zenith was brightening the sky like broad daylight. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. The gorgeous streets, and even more gorgeous signboards and antique decorations. The beauty made my heart, already daunted by missing the reservation, feel even more dejected. What is it? What is this? You said you had plans on a precious polar night evening? So I let you go thinking you might have gone a girlfriend or something. You just came to take pictures? It's hard to get a reservation here. It's famous for having the best view of the chromatic zenith. That's fine, but I'm pointing out that there's no one by your side. In case you contacted me, I wanted to show you. Me? Why? Chroma City is a harsh place. Too many people suffer, and enraged victims turn into perpetrators. Even so, I want to show you that Chroma's polar night can be a beautiful day. I want to show you that. Well, it's a finished story, but I'm not exactly a singular variable. I was part of your plan after all. That's what you're saying. Right. Of course, it was a plan that isn't really needed now. But since I paid a lot for the reservation, it's a waste not to go. I feel like I've been tricked somehow. Oh, they say we can go in. Let's hurry. That one sucked. That one could have been a little bit better. Damn it. That one could have been a bit better. It's fine, though. The writers did a great job. Really good job on the writers. Seriously. Like, I want to, like, really show all this shit out, because, like, they've all done just a great fucking job on all this. Genuinely. Wonderful, wonderful job. Alright. So that was dialogue. Wow. I don't know how to express this the best way possible, but this was probably one of the best games I've played in my life. And I'm saying that, like, just straight up. This game made me feel so immersed into a... I want to recommend this to anyone. I want to recommend this to anyone that's ever played a fucking game. If you are open to just any genre, play this game. Please play this game. I don't know why, but I feel very emotional right now just speaking about it. Thank you so much to the fucking team that made this. This has been one of my best series I've ever done, and when I upload it, I want to make sure I do it due diligence by doing the thumbnails right. I feel like I've just went through such an amazing experience, because it's going to be a long rant, so I apologize, but I really want to leave this out for the video here. So this game, I'm kind of actually tearing up because of how beautiful the game was. It puts you into ads. Oh, there are actually ads. One second. I'll wait for the ads if they're going off right now. So this is one of the most beautiful experiences for a game I've ever had in my life. And there's a lot of games that give you a lot of emotions, but this one, I might even put it in one of my, like, top 10 games of all times I've ever played, because it just gives you so many different emotions. And I will say this, one of my favorite genres when it comes to writing and just stories is romance, but a lot of times it doesn't feel like it's done right. This one did everything that I wanted perfectly. The only thing I honestly wish I had more of was that random Blade guy. I wish I saw him a bit more, but other than that, like, it really has been a wonderful experience. And you're put into this world as, you know, someone that has already set up backstory, but even then, like, you're not like a random character. Like, you do have your own story behind you, right? It's just like we're looking through this character's eyes. That's all. And we see that this is, you know, a story that has a lot of different angles, and it's really funny because, like, first off, it has multiple like levels to what this dystopian cyberpunk society is now in the future and why we're even living through it. I mean, like, hell, we don't even have real sunlight coming down, so that alone just makes it such an interesting moral dilemma with, you know, the zombies out and all this other medication that, you know, is just being thrown out there. It really does show this world as a very bleak sight. But here's what I'll say. Then going forward, throughout these little interactions, we have many parts of our business, obviously being these other girls that come in. And why am I forgetting what the heck they're called? Son of a gun. Shit. Well, what's the acronym for what they are? Shit. I actually want to look it up so I don't fuck up. But what's it called? Dial Eves. Thank you. They're Eves. Yes, Bloodfang. Thank you. Thank you. But then you have these Eves in this story, and the Eves come in multiple times, and it's just very interesting because, like, it opens up this dilemma, obviously, of like, okay, well, there are basically these just straight up cyborgs, or not even cyborgs, but like just like these fake androids that now, these AIs that have full sentience, and it opens up already another moral dilemma in the whole cyberpunk world. But like, a lot of these games focus only on these dilemmas, but the thing is, we are mechanic, and the thing I liked about it was the gameplay. Usually I don't like a lot of visual novels at all. I think a lot of them just feel cheap. They feel boring. This one, I was not bored ever. Every single time I was reading it, I was actually engaged. And the cool thing was you actually felt immersed into it because of the gameplay mechanics of the puzzles. The puzzles, every single time you did it, you actually feel like you're like working, like trying to fix them. Like, you actually feel like you're involved in this. It wasn't just, oh, here's a fucking story, right? So to give an example, like, you know, the moment that something happened to Orca, right, when her body was all messed up, it's like, oh my gosh, we gotta like work and save her. I actually felt that urgency, and it felt very intimate, and I liked how every moment did feel intimate, where it's like, you know, sure, we are working on these people, but like, does that make them any less valuable? And you know, I do like how there is a moral dilemma. There is things that make them question things in this entire, you know, world that is dystopian. But the very end there, which I think was beautiful, as we uncover what the story is really about, with the backstory for the main character, which is, yeah, his sister is, and I called it, by the way, which was his sister is, you know, not who she really is. She's you know, fake. She's just a consciousness. We have to question, even if something isn't real, first off, should you hide behind something to try and, you know, hide away from that feeling of discomfort, even if the reality is that hard? And if you have to live through something that you know you believe, and yet, like, how do you prove it? If there is none, then why not live out your life as if it is true? Because you can't prove it's not true. So you might as well live as if it is. And I think it does such a beautiful message for people that are struggling with things, especially when it comes to, like, say, and maybe I'm stretching this, but I feel like there's a large message to be said here when it comes to, like, I think there is a little bit of a religious aspect to it, you could argue, where it's like, okay, if you don't know things, maybe you should just lean into that faith. You could say this a lot when you could say also with like mental illness and whatnot. It's like, you know what, sometimes it's better just to, you know, face it head on and be like, you know what, I'm going to work on my life. But I think the number one thing that this message is, and maybe I'm wrong, I hope I'm not stretching too much, but I think the number one thing, because it is one game that, you know, it does show you multiple parts of, you know, women, and I think it is a focal part on women, is that a lot of love is based on faith. A lot of love, sure, maybe some things aren't perfect, maybe some things are manufactured, but there's a sincerity to it that at the end of the day, you can't always articulate it. Sure, you might have a bunch of brain chemistry going off, but like, there's something else still there. There's still something. And whether you can prove it's there or not, it's not the point. The point is, can you go into it? And sure, I can give you my like own philosophical answers because I have my own beliefs and they don't exactly correlate. But like the way that this story is making that message very well known, especially in a universe again where it's just so nihilistic, I think the beauty of, sure, there's all these bad things, but to focus on these few good moments, even if they're just orchestrated, you knowing that you can make the most like genuine moments out of that because you decide to, that's beautiful. And that's why the ending of this game feels so genuine, so beautiful, because again, in such a fucked up world, they're still trying their best to make it somewhat better. And they're doing that not on a large scale, but on the level that they can handle. And it makes it so much more personal. It feels so much more raw, and I love this story for it because I feel like that's what people need to do every day now. People need to be able to work on what they can. They need to have faith in themselves. For me, obviously, you know, I believe they should have faith in God, and they should love each other as much as possible, even when, you know, sometimes it's not clear. So, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful game. I genuinely am thinking this might be one of my top 10 games of all time. It has got me so emotional just thinking about the beauty of it and how even when, you know, the main character could have just fallen into dismay or just lied to himself, like confronting that and being like, you know, I'm not only going to fix things, but I will find the best reality possible. There's just something so emotionally hard for that to me, because it's like it's not just giving in and taking the best logical option. It's I'm going to do what I think is right, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. And I don't know, maybe I'm looking too deep into it, but this game really did feel beautiful because of that. So thank you so much to everyone that made this game. It's been a wonderful, wonderful experience. Everything with it, it's been amazing, genuinely. I really wish there's more I could articulate, but it just is amazing. So if you've watched this, if this haven't already made you subscribe, I don't know what will. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to become my digit today. And as always, guys, smile, keep your head up, and let's fire for a future so bright. Thank you so much for your eyes. My name is Blue Digit, and I'll see you guys next episode.
Subscribe to Blue Digit.
What?
Do it now.
Hello.
You are a cow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Subscribe to Blue Digit or else.